I really don't care if nobody watches this. I didn't set out to reach a lot of people. This is more of a personal diary for me to keep a record of my dreams and experiences that I've had. And so I won't be sharing this one particularly anywhere. I'll discuss a couple of dreams shortly, and just want to talk about how all of us fall so short of God's love. How we're so far from even expressing, a little bit of real love toward one another. And it's sad. And I'm first and foremost a failure at that. The love humans express to each other, it's mostly conditional. Everything is hugs and kisses until someone loses a job or someone stops making money. I find myself loving my family members conditionally. I get angry at my son when he misbehaves, which he does often, being that he's a difficult child. And I'm nice to him when he does well. And that's wrong, and that's a form of conditional love. There is a need for tough love when raising a child, but it needs to be expressed in a way that the child understands that it's all of it that you're expressing is love. We fail, I hate Facebook. Most people on Facebook, they just go on there to inflate their egos and express their superiority complexes. And I'm thinking about just logging out the account and disabling the account for the third time, but I don't see a point. I'll just make another account eventually. So I just make an attempt not to go on it. We fall so short of the love of God. We failed so deeply. The clearest expressions of genuine love, unfortunately, can be found usually in the most dire of circumstances. When a soldier rescues his buddy by taking a bullet for him. When somebody runs after a child that's about to be hit by a car. These circumstances happen and they express genuine love, but we seem to be unable to express genuine love in our normal daily lives. I don't get along with anyone right now, which is why I took this job that pays less, but is in an isolated location where I won't have to talk to anyone, because I can't seem to talk to people anymore. Can't seem to relate to my family, my friends. Everyone has become an alien, and I first and foremost have failed in expressing that love to them. I've never felt so distant from God and from life, from myself, from everything. It's just a black hole. I can't connect with anything or anyone. It feels like we're all becoming more disconnected. It's sad. it's hard to say, what is genuine love and what isn't, but it's such a loaded term, there could be a billion ways to express love. What I'm saying is that we often express it conditionally when someone does well, not when someone is deep in shit, not when someone is on the brink of being homeless, not when someone has an addiction. No, then you get the boot. Then you get the boot in your face. Vile race humans, vile race. Barbaric, primitive, warlike, hate each other. We're going the wrong way. We're no doubt on the path to self-destruction again. I'm really shocked that it hasn't happened yet. Maybe more time is given to us by mercy. But I'm really shocked. Anyway, I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Let me get into a couple of short dreams. I was on a ship, it was really weird looking ship. This dream was about 5 days ago, and it was in the shape of a trapezoid, kind of like one of those erasers that you had in school, and it was really white and marble, and it had for the majority of the ship had these wide, humongous windows that were like literally 40 feet tall, and the majority of the ship just looked like these giant windows with this white foundation, this really marble-like color, very white, extremely white, and it was this beautiful shape, and it was floating on top of something, but it wasn't water. It was like a mix between gas and water. I don't know how to explain it, like some kind of semi-liquid substance that it was floating on top of. But it wasn't like an ocean like what you would think of an ocean is. I was walking around the ship and I noticed my boss on my current job, and he was smiling at me, and I kept following him around like he was doing like some kind of conference, or there was a group of people around him that he was like kind of presenting something to, and I kept following him around. And as I kept following him around the ship, somebody kept distracting me for me to walk away from him. And this is actually my current boss in this job. He was in the dream. And I'm not going to tell him about the dream. And somebody kept taking me into a room and showing me something, like some kind of box. And I kept looking at the box, and I kept getting this sense like this person was trying to trick me, taking me away from my boss.